Hey everybody, I know it's been a long time, but I'm back with a vlog. Monday I went and got my first dose of the COVID vaccine. I got the Moderna shot. I will say that it was like a kind of a hard decision to go ahead and do it, but my birthday's coming up. Outside is pretty much wide open. And I want to start to be able to do more things with my kids, with my husband, and just, with myself. I want to be able to just go outside without like an overwhelming anxiety or fear. So I made an appointment online to go to Dallas County. We live in Hunt County, but apparently Hunt County thinks that COVID is gone. So we made an appointment to go to Dallas County at Fair Park to get the COVID vaccine. Now, my husband has been getting his at the Dallas VA. He got his first one about a month ago, and then on Monday, when I went to go get my first dose, he got his second dose at the Dallas VA. So he's done. I got my first dose, and my biggest concern with, hey baby, my biggest concern with getting it was whether or not it would affect me being able to breastfeed, how my son would be affected, and all of that, because I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but we haven't done any of his vaccines. We're waiting till his first birthday. I kind of wanted to delay them. I didn't want his first year to be full of shots, and that's another video. We'll get into that later. But contacted my doctor. My doctor was like, I have a lot of my pregnant patients that are getting it. He said, I haven't had anybody specifically ask about breastfeeding, but you should be fine. And the theory is, if you get the vaccine, you pass those antibodies to your baby. So I was like, well, okay, seems normal. So I get there to Dallas County, and I'm very excited, thinking, okay, I'm finally gonna, break free from some of this anxiety, break free from some of this fear. And I get there, and the very first question they ask me is, well, are you breastfeeding? Because I saw my son in the car, and I'm like, well, yeah, of course I'm breastfeeding. And she goes, you need to call your doctor. And I was like, well, I did. My doctor said that I could get the shot, if I wanted to. She said, well, no, you need to call him. Talk to him about the risk and call him. So at this point, I am freaking out because this is the entire reason that I was like delaying getting the shot. And if the woman in here that's giving the shots is saying you need to call and check, it was like, do I really want to do this? And I did. I was just, at that point, I'm scared again because the lady that's administering the shots is like, no. So I called my doctor. Of course, he didn't answer. So I called my son's pediatrician, and they were saying, well, no, it's fine. If you get it, it'll protect him. And so I get the yes. And so we go back to the line. I tell the lady, hey, my son's doctor said yes. My doctor said yes, like it's good to go. And she sends somebody to tell me that she's not doing the shot because she's not comfortable because I'm breastfeeding. And so at this point, I'm like near about in tears. I call my aunt, whose husband's a doctor. She's like, no, you're going to be fine. You just need to find somebody else to talk to. And we did. The lady that came and relayed the message was like, well, I'm going to take you to another line because if you want to get the shot, you talk to your doctor, you understand the risk, you should be able to get the shot. And so at this point, I'm crying. I get to the other line, and it's another nurse. The first nurse was African. The second nurse was just regular African-American like myself. And I'm asking her, I'm like, listen, the other lady said that I couldn't get it. And she was just like, well, listen, they've done studies. She was like, and the theory is that if you get the vaccine, you pass the antibodies to your baby. So you're going to be fine. You can get this shot. You're going to be fine. You can take a Benadryl when you're done. If you experience any symptoms, or a Tylenol, you're going to be fine. I was like, are you sure? She was like, yes, I'm positive you're going to be fine. So she goes ahead, gives me the shot. And it was like a quick prick. It didn't really feel like too much of anything. But almost like 5-10 minutes later, I noticed my arm is starting to itch. My arm is getting sore. So I'm freaking out. Like, what if it's because I'm breastfeeding? My husband's like, yo, chill. It's not because you're breastfeeding. It's just what it does. And then I had diarrhea for about a day or so. I got the shot Monday. Yesterday, it was bad. I was going to the bathroom like every 15 minutes. But today, all is well. All is well. Like, you can't really see where I got it. My arm's not as sore. Like, yes, I could barely move my arm, but I got the shot on the arm that I picked my son up with the most. So I just figured it'd be fine, and it was. I'm very glad that I got the shot. I'm now like a little bit more comfortable with being around people. I'm still not going to a store or restaurant without a mask on. I'm still not ready to sit inside of a restaurant, but I feel a little bit better having done my part to protect myself, to protect my kids, to protect those around me, so that hopefully this year for Christmas and Thanksgiving we can all gather around the table for dinner and, you know, just, you know, fellowship, because I missed that during the pandemic. If you've got any questions about how the vaccine works, I suggest you look at cdc.gov. I'm not a guru. I just looked up information for myself to decide, you know, what was best for me and for, that's my son, and for my own family, about what I should do, shouldn't do, what was best. So yeah, cdc.gov. You can compare the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccine. I got Moderna. And somebody wants to say hi. You can compare all three, even the Johnson & Johnson, even though there's a pause on that right now. But yeah, I suggest do your research. And, you know, if you decide that you want to do your part and try and, you know, put an end to this thing, get the vaccine, like just whatever makes you feel safe. I know for me, I feel much better even this time my first dose, knowing that like I'm starting to build, knowing that I'm starting to build some sort of immunity. But that's it. I'll post like a little quick video within this video of like, you know, the
last year I kept it on the top. Hey, 2020 I came to fuck it up. Yeah, I want a long life, a legendary one. I want a quick death and an easy one. I'll start, but this shit ain't bubble gum. You would probably think my manager is Scooter Braun, but my manager was 20 hoes and Buddha. Then that I got to stick the keys in. Wonder how I got this way. I swear I got the bitches calling my phone.
Park in Dallas to get my COVID vaccine. Sing that.